Hey guys, Dead Man Down Under here. This is episode 6 of From the Ditch to Filthy Rich. Now, if you've been following along with this series, and you've been going along with the current daily grind that was set out in episode 5, and you followed along what I said, you should have saved up and we should have over $10 million now. I've got just over $10 million, so let's jump in and do what we're going to do for this episode. Now, if you watched my live stream on Saturday night, you would have seen I purchased level 2 and 3 for the nightclub warehouse, and I told anybody watching that stream, if you are following along with this series, to go ahead and do that. If you haven't done that, do that now. It's going to cost $809,000, so just go ahead, purchase that. That's going to help out with the nightclub warehouse. In this episode, we're buying the hangar. Open up your phone, go to internet, go up to money and services, down to Mazebank foreclosures, come up to the top right-hand corner, filter out for hangars. And you can see here we've got 5 different hangars we can buy. At the time of recording this video, right through until December 11, these are 40% off. So this is why we're purchasing one now. I was going to get the agency in this episode instead, but with the hangars being 40% off, that's too good to pass up. The 2 in the city you don't want. They're in a terrible location when it comes to sourcing and selling. Most of the emissions take place anywhere north, anywhere to the south, and anywhere in between. So one at Fort Zancudo is good. Also, once we purchase this, we'll have access to Fort Zancudo. We'll no longer get a wanted level when we enter. So coming in, most of these here are cosmetic. This one just changes the look, doesn't do anything to help you out with the business. Same with the lighting, it just changes the lighting inside the hangar. These are the things you can change when you've got lots of money and you don't know what to spend it on. Again, here with the flooring, this is not going to help us out. Office furniture, exactly the same. It's just going to change the look of your office. It's going to make it look a little bit nicer, not actually do anything for you. But you want to pick up a living quarters because then we can spawn here, set our spawn location here, and we can fast travel. And you want to get the workshop because this is the only place that you can customise aircraft that you own. And you can see there with the discounts, that's going to cost us just over $2 million. But remember, we had saved up $10 million from the last episode, so that's not going to hurt us at all. And you know what? I've actually decided we're going to pick up the 4th and 5th level of the warehouse in the nightclub as well. We've got more than enough money to do this. Let's max out the storage in our nightclub. So come back into your phone to where the nightclubs can be found. Come into storage, click level 5 and buy. That's going to cost another $892,000, but we've got enough money, we can do that. Next, head into your nightclub, come downstairs to your level 1 basement, and this is your delivery vehicle. We're going to customise it. Just going to add armour to full strength, brakes to full, come down to engine, put that on level 4, come down to, turbo, yeah, we'll put turbo on, but I meant to go the one before transmission, and put transmission on full, come down to weapons, and we're going to put the mines on, and we're going to put, wrong one, the one up above it, there we go, that one, we want to put that one on. And this is going to help us out when it comes to cell missions. Once we add more businesses in, that's going to add more technicians to the nightclub warehouse, we will need to buy the custom pounder, because this vehicle here, I believe it's only 80 crates we can take with this vehicle. So anything over 80 crates we can't take with this vehicle. We're not going to bother with the custom mule. The custom mule is between, I think it's 80 crates and 179 crates with the custom mule, but if you buy the pounder, anything over, and you don't buy the mule, anything over 80 will give you the pounder instead. So at a later date we'll buy the custom pounder, but in the meantime we're just going to do with this one because we've only got the 2 businesses that are sourcing for the warehouse. You can see this gun works pretty cool, just blows up the vehicle. So if you've got NPCs or you're in a public lobby and you've got a griefer coming after you when you're doing these cell missions, you should be able to take them out pretty easy with this thing. Next, head back in your nightclub, come down to upgrades, and we're going to purchase the security upgrades because this is not only going to reduce the amount of raids we're going to get, but it's also going to give us a gun locker inside the nightclub office, and we can customise our weapon wheel then. If we've got too many weapons, ones we don't want, we want to scroll through when we're in the middle of a gunfight, just store them in this locker, and it just cleans up your weapon wheel. It's pretty handy. The next thing I want you to do is come to your warehouse. Don't forget to pay Lupe while you're here, but come over to this desk here, and we're going to upgrade the delivery vehicles for the warehouse. Just pop all of these on. There's 2 upgrades for each of the 3 delivery vehicles you can get. We're just going to pop all of those on. That's going to cost us just over $2 million, or just under $2 million. It's going to be worth it. And the final thing we're going to do before we go to the hangar and set that up is we're going to come up here to the MC Club, and we're going to pick up the custom bike shop. This is just going to give us an extra way to make some money. Every 48 minutes or so, a customer's going to bring a bike into this custom bike shop. We customise it and deliver it for $50,000. So it just gives us something extra to do every 48 minutes to make an extra $50,000. And you can do that as soon as you receive this phone call from Malk.
Hey, got the word from your boy Zach that he got a customer. He just dropped off their bike at your clubhouse. It needs service and a few extras put on it. You just gotta sign off and deliver. It's easy money, yo. Take a look whenever you're back.
Next, head over to the hangar and let's set this business up. And you're going to go through another boring, long, unskippable cutscene, but we're going to get introduced to Ron and we're going to get introduced to our aircraft mechanic, Charlie. Come sit down at your laptop here in your office, and this will set you on your setup missions to set this business up. You've just got to pick up this plane. You will have a couple of NPCs to take out, but just pick up this plane and fly it back to your hangar. Nice and easy. Once that's done, we can start sourcing cargo for the hangar. Now this guy here, Rooster, you can pay him to source cargo for you, much the same way you can with Lupe in your cargo warehouses. However, this guy's going to charge you $25,000 to do it, and each crate is only worth $30,000 when you go to sell it. And the crates he sources is random, so we're not going to bother sourcing crates through him, and I'll explain why we're not going to do that when I come up here to the computer and show you exactly how this business works. When you come into the screen here, you can see that there are 8 different types of cargo that we can source. Now, sourcing different types of these crates in bulk gives you a bonus depending on which ones you source. And the fact that Rooster will source random ones for you means you can miss out on that bonus, which is why we're not going to bother getting him to source. So how does it work? Well, if we were to source tobacco and alcohol or counterfeit goods, for every 5 crates we source of those, we will get a 5% boost on the sale. So if you source 5 counterfeit goods, you sell them, you're going to get a 5% boost. If we sell 50, because that is the maximum you can hold of any one, of counterfeit goods or tobacco and alcohol, that'll give you a 50% boost on the sale. Now, jewelry and gemstones, arts and antiques, and animal products are all bulked together. If you were to source 10 of one of those, you'll get a 12% boost on the sale. If you were to source all 50 crates of one of those types, you'll get a 60% boost on the sale of those products. And finally, medical supplies, chemicals, and narcotics are all grouped together. If you source 25 crates of one of those, you will get a 35% boost to your sale. If you source all 50 crates of one of those, you'll get a massive 70% boost to the sale. And after this sourcing mission, you can see here that we've got 1 crate of tobacco and alcohol, 1 crate of arts and antiques, and 1 crate of chemicals. So what I'm going to recommend we do is we source until we've got 5 tobacco and alcohol, and we've got 10 arts and antiques, and then we'll sell both of those on a separate sell mission each, and then we'll come back and source 50 crates of chemicals. But the 50 crates of chemicals we're not going to do all at once. We will pop that into our daily grind, much like we do with sourcing vehicles for the vehicle warehouse, and paying Lupe to source crates for the cargo warehouse, and paying Mutt to source supplies for the acid lab. That's going to slot into our daily grind. So what I'm going to show you quickly now is the source missions. You'll get the option to source by land or by air. Always source by land. These missions are much faster. And when it comes to selling, also always sell by land. You'll only ever get 1 vehicle no matter how much you're selling. Okay, now I'm going to spawn in the Sparrow. You can use the Sparrow or the Oppressor Mark II, and I recommend switching between both. If you don't have your Sparrow inside the base here, if you don't have your Oppressor Mark II inside your base here, spawn in your Sparrow and take your Sparrow across. Because if you try to request in your Oppressor Mark II, it's not going to spawn inside the airbase, first it's going to spawn outside. Now with this one, head out to the Alamo Sea here. You're going to come to this barge, just your rockets will lock on, take out a few NPCs, land on the barge. You're looking for a lever that will either spawn here or around the back here. Here it is, push that lever, it will release the crate into the water. Once you've done that, come to the back of the barge here and jump in this sub, go down and collect it. Drive the sub over to the truck here. It will take a little while to get there. This is the longest mission of all 4 of the sourcing missions. Once you spawn inside the truck, get out and call in either your oppressor or your Sparrow and blow the truck up. That's right, the crate will land on the ground. Blow the crate up and fly back to your hangar. What we want to do here, because there's a cooldown between sourcing the same crate again, we want to jump between the alcohol and tobacco and the arts and antiques. So source one, then source the other, and we can do that back to back until we've got 5 of the alcohol and tobacco, and until we've got 10 of the arts and antiques, and then we'll sell both of those, in separate sell missions. This next one sends you out to Sandy Shores. You'll get Roos to come over the radio. Now, if you can't see the helicopter here over Sandy Shores, head around this way, just around further along the Alamo Sea, and you might be able to spot the helicopter in the distance here. If you can't spot it in the distance off here, it is over at Grapeseed. So you will be able to see the helicopter if it's there. And it's not there, so it's over at Grapeseed. And they'll just pop up on the map anyway. So head over here. The great thing about doing this on the Oppressor is you should be able to see the crate glowing up in the air. And there it is there. If I can just pick it up. There we go. And fly back to the hangar now. You will get a wanted level on this one. So just stay nice and high out of the vision cones. It's only a 2-star wanted level, so there are no helicopters going to spawn in. You should be able to lose the cops quite easily on your way over to the hangar. And once you've lost the wanted level, enter your hangar, and that's the mission done. Now, probably the easiest of the 4 here, you're going to go over and infiltrate a deal. The game will tell you to look for the trailer. It's this red one right here though, so don't worry about it. It's also going to tell you to pick up a truck and deliver it back. You don't have to. Same as the first truck mission. Blow this trailer up and you can just pick the crate up off the ground. Just don't do what I did here and get too close to the trailer and blow your oppressor up. Don't do that. If you do, just spawn in your Sparrow and collect it with the Sparrow and fly back to the hangar, and that's as easy as that if you don't stuff up like I did. And the final source mission you can get will send you down to a warehouse somewhere in the city. You're looking for this thing here to blow that up, and that'll open the door. Fly down inside, collect the crate like this, and I missed it, and I missed it again, and there we go. And now just fly back to your hangar, and that's the mission done. Easy as that. Now, as I wanted to get this video out nice and quick, I don't have the cell missions to show you from my characters. I haven't actually done them yet. What I am showing you is a cell mission from my main character when hangars were paying double money for the cell missions. You always want to sell using the land option. Like I said with the sourcing, we always want to source and sell via land. By doing this via land, you will only ever get one cell vehicle. And there are 3 different missions you can get. This one here is the little, is it the Izzy Classic? Or it's one of the Izzies anyway. You're just going around, you've got 10 drops in the city. They all are all nice and close. You just follow the blue line here. You can see the blue smoke there. It's going to show you the quickest way to get there. And you just got to drop them off in each of the, you got 10 spots to drop them off in. Nice and easy. And the second cell mission you can get is you've got to pick up this trailer. Now, with my main character here, I've got the Phantom Wedge. This is something we will be purchasing at a later date in this series. You just pick up the trailer and drive it off the location. It's not too far away from your hangar either. It's just a single drop. Drop the trailer off, press right on your D-pad to lose the trailer, and drive away. As simple as that. And unfortunately, I don't have any footage of the third cell mission you can get. It's done in the Ratel. Is that how it's pronounced? The Ratel? I think that's the vehicle it is. It came out with the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC. It is an off-road vehicle. You have 5 drops in off-road locations, so that's a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure you get NPCs spawning after you in that one as well, which makes it fun as well. And like I said, you can do these in a private lobby if you like, invite-only session, or you can do it in a public lobby if you want to get the high demand bonus. And so what we're going to do, I recommend, is you source the 5 crates of the tobacco and alcohol, and then sell it. Source the 10 crates of the arts and antiques, and then sell it. And then we're going to source 50 crates of chemicals, but we're going to fit that into the daily grind. And this is what it's going to look like. When you log into GTA Online, go to your warehouse and pay LuPay to source crates for you. Go back to your office if you do not have 32 vehicles in your warehouse and source a vehicle for your vehicle warehouse. Then go to your nightclub, making sure you are entering in passive mode so you get the troublemaker to kick out. Go upstairs to your safe and collect any money that's in the wall safe. If your popularity is not all the way full, go downstairs and swap DJs out until it is full. Head outside, call Mutt. Buy supplies for your acid lab if it is not full. Next, set your spawn location for your hangar. Go to your hangar and source 1 crate of chemicals. Now this is provided we have already sold the other 2 products first. Source 1 crate of chemicals. Next, do the Cayo Perico heist. As soon as you're off the Cayo Perico heist, 48 minutes should have well and truly passed by now. Go back to your warehouse and pay Lupe to source a crate. If you have 32 vehicles in your vehicle cargo warehouse, sell a vehicle. Check on your stock in your acid lab and your nightclub and your warehouse. If any of them are full, sell them now while we are on cooldown. Go to your Terabyte and do the robbery in progress mission. Head to your hangar and source another crate of chemicals. Go back to your warehouse and source a vehicle if you don't have 32 in there. If you have 32 in there, sell it once you've sourced it. If you are on long enough for the cooldown period of the Cayo Perico heist to have finished, do another Cayo Perico heist. Now with the hangar, once we are sourcing only chemicals for it, I recommend, it's going to take a while to fill up, so I recommend once it's filled up, hang on to it. Hangars go double money every few months or so. So just hang on to it. Once it's double money, sell it, because you can make a bucket load. And if you're happy to risk doing it in a public lobby, you can get even more. Last time I sold my full hangar on my main character in a public lobby, I got over $7 million for the payout. So it's worth it if you can do that. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're following along with your character and you're making lots of money, feel free to drop a like on here, because I really appreciate. I got someone on the stream the other night, told me he was a level 80, said he's always broke, he's been following my series, and he's making money now and really enjoying the game, and he really appreciated that. You know, that made me feel proud of this series, guys. That's what I'm doing this for. If if it helps out even one person, and it helps out, I'm so grateful to be able to do this for you guys. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy helping you lower levels who are struggling to make money in this game. I was there once before, only 12 months ago. I've been playing this game since launch. Only 12 months ago, I was that player struggling to make money, didn't understand how the game worked, watching guys like TGG and Poobarama and Harm None and Fresh Gaming, all these guys who have been making content for years, following their guides, finally made money, and now I'm giving back as well. So, yeah, love you guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Happy gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.